What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. Like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. We're almost to 158,000 subscribers. We're a little over 100 away, so I'm hoping to break that milestone this week, nearing in on 160K. Ultimate goal for this year is 200K. It's going to be hard, but I gotta keep dropping these videos. Now, let's get on to the highlights of this video. I have exclusive news for you guys that the Air Jordan 5 Olive will be returning in 2024. As well, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 7 Chambray and much more from Jordan Brand. We also have a full lineup from Nike and one thing from ADIDAS. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Back in March, we saw a first look at the Fear of God Adidas basketball sample. Shortly after that, Jerry Lorenzo responded and stated that the official basketball shoe would be unveiled on April 19th during the Holiday Howl showing of Fear of God's 8th collection. So we now have a first look at the shoe. However, the specific name of the model has yet to be unveiled. And just going over them briefly, they resemble his prior work, which includes the Fear of God 1 and the Fear of God Raid, which was with Nike. This pair features a mid-cut build, along with engineered mesh on the uppers. We have the 3 stripes branding on the cages, which adds for support, and comes with a toggle lacing system. Other details includes co-branding on the insoles, a thick midsole, and the brand's light strike foam cushioning. Now, as for the release date, we don't have any of that information, unfortunately. Currently, we don't even have the actual name of the shoe, but as soon as I have more information, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Moving on to Nike, and in previous videos I showcased various sandals or slides which were based off of a classic shoe from Nike. We had the Air Max 1, the Air More Up Tempo, and now we have the Air Adjust Force. So thanks to Ambush last year, the Air Adjust Force returned. And during 2023, there's going to be a few different colorways also releasing. I actually think one of them already did. And once again, we don't have the official name of this shoe, but we do have a look at 2 upcoming colorways. One pair comes in black while the other is dressed in white. The 2 will have a padded open toe that sits on the signature midsole, but it looks a bit thicker, more like a platform. The black pair features an iridescent strap and a cream hue on the midsole, while the other pair comes in all white and an icy translucent outsole. The 2 will also have removable shrouds with Nike and swoosh logos throughout. So this is believed to be a women's release, however, that isn't confirmed, and currently we don't have a retail price, nor do we know of the release date. But like always, more information coming soon. I know some people who watch this video can appreciate the Air Trainer 1, originally released back in 1987 and designed by none other than Tinker Hatfield. Also, the shoe was worn by Bo Jackson and John McEnroe. And for the upcoming fall season, we have a new colorway. This one is being called wheat brown or white wheat brown, and that's just due to the color description, which is white, wheat brown, and black. Utilizing white leather on the base and the same shade on the tongues, while we have the signature perforations on the toe box and side panels. Highlighting this pair is wheat brown nubuck on the overlays and midfoot strap, black on the top eyelets, lateral swoosh logos, and other branding throughout. Other details includes wheat brown on the tongue and insole branding, and a white rubber sole. Again, no release date for this shoe, but they are expected to debut this fall, and the retail price will be $130. We have a first look at the Nike Air Force 1 Low United in Victory. Now this pair is unique since it features a monogram-like pattern throughout the upper as well as the midsole, and also this appears to be part of a larger collection. So up top we have a repeated graphic using N and U, which is done in black and white. Tan lands on the leather swooshes and heels, and also covers the tongue, laces, liner, and insoles. We also have black N and U branding on the tongues, metallic gold lace dubrays. They'll also come with a special hang tag, and on the inside of the tongue it reads United in Victory. That same all over graphic also lands on the midsole, and then we have a tan rubber outsole to finish the look. Unfortunately, no release date for this shoe. They are expected to debut this fall, and currently we don't have a retail price. Official images recently popped up of the Nike Air Max 1 Deep Royal Blue. Now, I'm pretty sure I shared this shoe in a previous video, however, we now have a release date along with the official images. Well, I should say an expected release date. So since I shared this in a previous video, I'll just get onto the release date. Currently, they're scheduled to release on August 10th, and the retail price will be $150. Another first look at an upcoming Air Max 1. This pair is being called Volt Suede. So the shoes feature a white Volt sea glass and black color combination. Once again, this pair is a women's exclusive release, and it features mesh and suede throughout. Highlighting the shoes, we have white mesh on the base, gray suede overlays, and Volt on the swoosh logos, mudguards, and branding on the tongues, insoles, and heels. Other details includes a white midsole and a black rubber outsole. I kind of like this shoe, it's pretty nice. Definitely has summer vibes to them. However, it's a possibility that the shoes could release summer or early fall. Currently, we don't have a specific time frame or even a release date, but the retail price is expected to be $140, possibly $150, since that's what all the other Air Max 1s are going for. Last up from Nike, we have official photos of the upcoming Jarritos Nike SB Dunk Low collaboration. This pair I really want to add to my collection. We also have a potential release date. Now, when I first saw images of the shoe, I wasn't too big on them. However, when I found out that the hemp overlays can be removed, I thought that was really dope. I also like the insoles a lot, although you can't really see them once you're wearing them. Also, there's going to be a line of apparel that releases alongside this. And I was just told skate shops, well, some of them will receive bottles of Jarritos with Nike SB branding. So that's really dope. I definitely want to get my hands on one of those. And as for the release date, for now, they are rumored to release on May 6th. Now, this isn't set in stone at the time of recording. It's not on the Sneakers app. I haven't seen any announcements from skate shops, but probably in the next video, I should have more information, and the retail price will be $130. As most of you know, the metallic red Air Jordan 1 High 85 will be returning in 2024. However, before that happens, Jordan Brand will release the Air Jordan 1 High Golf metallic green. However, it's not like the OG, but they do share the same colorway as well as metallic detailing. Now, to go over the pair, it features a white and pine green color combination. This pair features metallic green on the toe box, swoosh logos, ankle flaps, and heels. White leather covers the upper, while the same shade lands on the tongues and liner. We have green and white on the Jumpman Golf branding located on the tongue and insoles, while a green rubber outsole that's golf ready finishes the look. Now, if you're interested in grabbing this pair, they drop on April 28th. You'll be able to get them on Nike.com, and the retail price will be $180. Originally nicknamed Inside Out, this is the Air Jordan 1 Low Craft Cement Gray. So the shoes feature a tech gray, black, cement gray, and cell color combination. I believe I went over the shoe in one of the previous videos. However, we do have on-feet photos, and this pair features canvas and suede throughout with exposed foam on the tongues. So it gives it that deconstructed look. The swoosh logos also have stitch lines that represent the number 23. And then finishing the look is a cell midsole and a black rubber outsole. Currently, we don't have a release date for this pair. They're either going to drop this summer or fall, and the retail price will be $120. In the last video, I showcased official photos of the Air Jordan 2 Cool Gray. Now, releasing 2 days after that shoe is the Air Jordan 2 Cement Gray, and now we have official photos of that pair. So it features a white, cement gray, cell, and black color combination. Now, when images leaked, I initially thought a lot of people weren't going to like them. They were too plain. However, that is not the case. This is another pair that seems to be somewhat popular. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe they're going to sell out, and that's a good thing for those that actually want to buy. So I don't think this will be a difficult cop. May also seems like it's going to be a busy month as far as releases. And if you want to grab this pair, they drop on May 6th. and the retail price will be $175. I haven't really spoke on Teyana Taylor's upcoming Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort 2 in a few videos, and prior to that we only had a few different angles on the pair, but now we have a closer look. And I hate to say this, and of course this is just my opinion, you guys are free to disagree with me, this might be the worst Air Jordan 1 release this year. Personally, I think there's way too much going on, but again, that's just my opinion. You're free to leave yours down below. Now, the pair will feature a gym red, black, summit white, earth, and coconut milk color combination. This pair is actually known as a Rose from Harlem, which references her 2018 record, Rose in Harlem. Now, on the left shoe, we have a large black swoosh with exposed stitching that extends onto the midsole, and then on the right shoe, we have the signature swoosh embroidered in red and then green thorns coming out of it. Now, in my opinion, if they did the shoe with the embroidered swoosh and the thorns just on both, that would have been really nice. Anyways, they also have a Rose from Harlem printed on the inside of the ankle flaps and Tay branding on the left tongue. Finishing the look is a unique graphic on the insoles, and they'll also come with special packaging. One thing I will say that's pretty cool about the shoe, it looks like it comes with a large rose hang tag. I'm not sure if that's a hang tag or a lace jewel of some sort, since we only have one spot on image of that. Now, as for the release details, unfortunately we don't have a specific release date. They will probably release in the next couple months, give or take. I notice usually the people who get stuff from Memphis, they're starting to get their hands on them, so yeah, I think a release will be coming soon. More on that later on, of course, and the retail price will be $150. On-feed photos popped up of the Jordan Air Ship Every Game. Again, this will not be a Nigel Sylvester collaboration, although it resembles his friends and family pair, which I really wish they would release. I love the fact that they have bike air on them. I've been riding around on a 29-inch BMX bike, and when I was younger, I used to ride BMX, so I think that's really dope. Also, on a side note, according to Mr. Unloved Ones, there's going to be a red version coming, which is expected to drop in the fall, and that sounds interesting. So, I've gone over the shoe in the previous video, but what I will point out is there's going to be some differences. So, the biggest one, in my opinion, would be on the heels. We have Every Game embroidered. Also, the shade of blue, it's slightly different, and it comes with cracked leather on the upper. Also, for those who don't know, the inspiration behind the shoe is when Michael Jordan wore his UNC practice shorts every game under his Bulls uniform for good luck. Now, as for the release details, currently this pair is expected to debut on May 10th, and the retail price will be $140. I know there's a lot of people who still like the Air Jordan 1 High OG or other variations of the Air Jordan 1, and I'm still a big fan too. However, the hype has definitely dropped for them. Now again, that isn't a bad thing if you're trying to grab these pairs, because less hype means your chances will increase on getting your size. So with that being said, one of the pairs in this video that may have a little bit of hype to them, actually it seems like a lot of people are interested in them, is the Air Jordan 1 High OG UNC Toe. In previous videos, I definitely have gone over the shoes, but it's been a while and we have new photos. So like always, I wanted to showcase that with you guys and get your opinion on them, if you plan on picking them up or not. These actually released right before my birthday, so this might be my birthday pair. I might just grab them and wear them for the occasion. And onto the release details, July 8th is when they're expected to debut, and the retail price will be $180. Also, these will release in men's, grade school, preschool, and toddler sizing. As for general release shoes, this pair might be the hardest Air Jordan 1 High OG to obtain this year. There seems like there's quite a bit of hype for this shoe as well. And this is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Palomino. So the UNC Toe and the Palomino are probably the two Air Jordan 1s I 100% plan on picking up this year. And this pair comes dressed in a black metallic gold Palomino Incel color combination. So just to go over the pair briefly, they feature black leather on the base with brown suede on the overlays and metallic gold branding on the tongue. We also have cell on the midsole and a brown rubber outsole. This is a perfect fall shoe in my opinion, and they're currently scheduled to release on September 16th, and the retail price will be $180. Also, they look like they're going to release just in men's and grade school sizing. I believe in the last several videos I've gone over images of the Union Air Jordan 1 High OG woven. Now, although I've seen a lot of people dislike the shoes, I've also seen a good amount of people who are liking them and definitely saying keep that same energy when they release. Some people even stating, well, let's wait until we get better images, which I agree with, that's fair. The prior photos weren't the best, however, I do feel like these images are pretty good. So at the minimum, it gives us a fresh new look as well as some on-feet photos. This should help your decision if you're on the fence. This may sway some opinions to liking them or disliking them. Either way, you don't have to worry about me. I don't plan on picking them up. I usually go for a size 10.5, so if anyone's going for a 10.5, you have one extra shot. I'm going to stick to my word on this, but shout out to those that do like them. We all have different tastes. This pair somewhat has a neutral gray OG vibe to them. They also come with leather throughout, but highlighting the shoes or sticking out the most would be the woven detailing that wraps the entire shoe. Now that resembles the Air Footscape woven. I'm sure that pair will come into play as far as the inspiration part of his story, and it also looks like it's a collaboration between Beppy's Beauty Supply, which is owned by the owner of Union's wife, Beth. So at the time of recording, the pair is expected to release in August. I've heard August 6th, but that isn't confirmed, and the retail price will be $200. In this video, we have a couple first looks. One of them will be a grade school exclusive. This is the Air Jordan 4 Cacao Wow. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, and this pair will only release in grade school, preschool, and toddler sizing. I believe this is the toddler pair. So what this does is it just gives us a first look. This pair comes dressed in a Cacao Wow, Geotil, L Brown, Twine, Cell, and luminous green color combination. So it features various materials like suede, leather, and hemp. We have both dark and light tan shades across most of the upper with green on the eye stays, liner, insoles, and Jumpman on the tongue and heels. White runs across the midsole with teal speckled detailing. More white lands on the laces, netting on the tongues and panels, and the lower part of the wing eyelets. And then finishing the look is a mostly gum rubber outsole. This pair's not bad. I actually think that if they dropped them in adult sizing, they might have moved. I mean, they are fours. Fours typically tend to move. And currently, the release date is September 12th, and the retail price will be $150. New images popped up of the Air Jordan 14 Laney. Now, for those that don't know, this originally released as a low, and this also follows the release of the light ginger Air Jordan 14, which took place back in 2022. So it also comes in the same color blocking as the low top pair. And for me, this is 100% pickup. You guys already know that. The Air Jordan 14 is my favorite model. This, along with the Jarritos SB Dunk Low, is 100% pickup for me in May. Both of those pairs definitely getting. Now, if you plan on copying as well, May 27th is the release date, and the retail price is $210. I know a lot of people are excited about the return of the Air Jordan 5 Burgundy, but there's one big issue for me on this shoe, and I'm going to go over that in a moment. Now, in the last video, I went over a first look, and the individual who took those photos decided not to put laces in the shoe. So some people did ask if they weren't going to come with laces, and anybody who did ask, I assured that they would come with laces. So now we have some product photos. These are from JD Sports, and as you can see, they do come laced up. But my biggest issue with this is the retail price. So originally they were expected to be $210. In my opinion, it's a $200 shoe. It's nice, but it's a $200 shoe. They want to mark it up to $210, cool. I'm going to pay that $10 because I like them. But now, no, that's not the case. They're actually going to be $225. I don't get the price hike on these. Don't get me wrong, they're dope. I have the OG pair still. I just have an issue with them costing $225. Now, if you don't care about the price, that's cool. And now that I got that mini rant out of the way, I will say they look really nice as far as the shape goes. The materials do look solid. I still think it's a $200 shoe or $210 at max. So let me know your thoughts on the retail price as well, the overall look. I think these product shots from JD Sports is a lot better than what we saw in the previous video. And currently the release date is September 9th and the retail price will be $225. This is a pair that I was really excited to get a first look of. It's the Air Jordan 7 Chambray. This shoe originally released back in 2006 and will once again return during August. With this first look, I saw a lot of people complaining about the shoe, the overall shape, the shading, and I do agree with you. It's not like the 2006 pair. I'm kind of hoping that these images, it's just a flawed pair of some sort. I know it's wishful thinking, and this again comes from JD Sports, so you already know they're authentic. But let's go over the details. They will feature a black chambray and light graphite color combination, utilizing black suede up top, as well as a nubuck. And of course, highlighting the shoe is chambray, a shade of blue on the Jumpman, tongue branding, 2-3 on the heel, and hinted on the midsole. Finishing the look is light graphite accents throughout. Now, this is a pair that I don't own from 2006, and I really regretted not picking them up. So this time around, I definitely plan on grabbing them, but I think I'm going to be patient because it seems that whenever a 7 drops, they eventually go on sale. I still need to go back and get the Cardinal 7s, and I believe the Citrus 7s are still sitting at some places, but this one, definitely be patient on. And as for the release details, August 5th is when they're scheduled to release, and the retail price will be $200. Alright, so a couple videos back, I announced that I had some upcoming exclusive news, and this shoe kept getting pushed back because I was told about another shoe that was dropping. I didn't want to overcrowd the video with all these new leaks. I wanted to spread it out a bit, and I also wanted to give them their own shine. In that video, I gave you guys some pretty brief hints. I believe I said between 2000 or 1999 and 2011, it was not an OG colorway, but it's a return of a colorway. So I said if somebody guessed it, I would give them a shout out in the upcoming video. And one person did get it, and that person goes to Midnight Movie Lover. So shout out to you, you got it correct. And if you can't tell by now, yes, the Air Jordan 5 Olive will be returning in 2024. Now, the images you're looking at is the original release, which took place back in 2006. Jordan Brand is revisiting 2006 quite a bit. It was a great year, don't get me wrong. And this is another pair that was part of Jordan Brand's lifestyle series. So along with the shoes, matching apparel would release, slightly on the limited side. Nothing like what we see today, but they weren't just available anywhere. Also at that time, the retail price was $145. Now, I don't have the retail price for the 2024 pair, but it's either going to be $200 or $210. Worst case scenario is $225. Now, a year prior, the undefeated Air Jordan 4 released via Undefeated. Only 72 pairs were made available. So a year after that, when the Olive Air Jordan 5 started to come around and images started to pop up, many people called this shoe the undefeated Air Jordan 5, although there are no ties with them. They just resemble the collaboration. So other than the pairs returning, they are expected to look just like they did in 2006. So you can expect the colorway to be Army Olive, Solar Orange, and Black. Possibly some of those shades could change. You know how Nike loves to update the colors that they use. They might be the same shade, but they like to change the name on them. They'll also feature olive green suede across the upper, along with orange detailing on the liner, midsole, and Jumpman on the 3M reflective tongue. Finishing the look on this pair is a translucent outsole. Unfortunately, I don't have a specific release date, but they are coming spring 2024 and no retail price. Let me know your thoughts on this pair returning. Personally, I like that Jordan Brand is going back to the mid-2000s and bringing back some of these colorways. Now, a shoe that I would love to see return is the Air Jordan 3 Do the Right Thing. Another shoe would be the Air Jordan 4 Tour Yellow. Both of those are nice. I have those in my collection. I can't wear those anymore, so I definitely need a new pair. So let me know your thoughts down below as well. What do you think of the spring 2024 lineup so far? There's still a lot more coming. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you got a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, there will be another upload this week. I believe it's going to be the May Air Jordan and Nike release dates. Potentially a third video, another news one. I'm not entirely sure on that yet, but at minimum 2 more. But like always, let me know what you liked or disliked in this video as well. If you have any comments, questions, leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.